The Christchurch family who lost their home in yesterday's scrub fire are unsure if their insurer will pay out on it. Roger Knowles, who lives on Homebush Road in Darfield, watched his family farm burn yesterday afternoon. The fire jumped paddocks, setting hedgerows on fire and then burning their home, which had been in the family for a century, right to the ground. Roger's son Graeme says because the fire was part of a consented burn-off which had been underway for 3 weeks, he's not sure who will pay. Earlier today he stood in front of what used to be his father's home, his family home, and told me what happened.
That's the family home. Your dad lives here by himself. Mum died a few years previous. So this is his little hideaway. So yeah, it's all gone.
Yeah, what happened?
There was a controlled burn-off which has been going on for the last 3 weeks on the Deans's Hills, probably about 3 miles behind us. And that got out of control at about 3:30, and I saw it getting out of control, so I grabbed Dad out of the house and we went for a drive to watch it. And as we watched it, it jumped a few fences and ended up in our property, so I was trying to put it out with sacks and things, and then looked back towards the house and we could see that the fire had jumped, literally had jumped paddocks without touching the paddocks, had just gone from hedge line to hedge line, jumping good 700-800 metres at a time. And it did that in about 4 bounds before it hit the house.
Gosh, that's like an Aussie fire, it was moving so fast. Given the forecasts were for really strong winds yesterday, should there have been a controlled burn-off in those circumstances?
I mean, it has been going for a long time, 3 odd weeks up there, maybe even 4 weeks. They were milling up there and are just cleaning up. They reckon they had it under control. But, you know, realistically, there has been a fire ban on. I know it got taken off for a while, but it's back on again. It's very disappointing. Well, I don't know what we're going to do from here. Well, it's all up to insurance now. But it's wrecked my father's life for sure now. He's into his late 70s, and this is his only little spot. He doesn't want to move, away from here. So I don't know what's going to happen.
It was moving so fast. Did you and your dad manage to get anything out? Any of the kind of really special things you try and take in such circumstances?
No, we had one shot at grabbing some stuff, and all we managed to get, well, we got the cars and the boats and the things like that, and then Dad rushed inside and just grabbed accounts for the farm, and he said he didn't even think about photos or anything like that. One thing that's really going to hurt with Dad, another thing is he has a great agate collection, which is gemstones, probably some of the best in Canterbury, and they've all exploded into 1,000 pieces. So that's what he's been collecting for the last 40 or 50 years. So as he says, he's going to have to start again now and go look for some more.
Graeme, I'm so sorry about that. How fast was the fire moving? You said it was jumping in tight paddocks.
Well, to give you a bit of an idea how much wind, there was a helicopter, a big helicopter with an empty monsoon coming from Christchurch to get here, and it was hardly making headway into the wind. It was hardly moving at all. So it was just huge. It's hard to explain. It moved so quickly. We were putting out a fire, and within probably 7 or 8 minutes, it was at our house a mile away.
Wow, how's your dad today? He must just be in a state of shock, is he?
Oh, I think we all are. The rest of the family's starting to turn up, and close friends are here with coffee and things. But it'll be interesting to see where we go in the next few weeks. That's for sure.
Your dad's insured. The property was insured.
We're insured, but this is going to be an interesting one because being a consented burn-off, who pays for this? Public liability. The person, Tim Deans, who had the burn-off. I don't know. We've got assessors coming out shortly, so a lot of questions will be answered then.